Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our new lesson of mathematics which is related to the number system. So the first lesson of our mathematics is rational numbers. What do you understand by rational numbers? You have been already studied in the lower classes different types of the numbers. There are several types of the numbers. For example, natural number, whole number, then even number, odd number, then integers. Means there are different type of the numbers. So in this lesson we are just going to include about rational numbers. Now, rational numbers are nothing but the numbers which are included in whole number, natural number as well as integers. All they are included in the rational numbers. For example, just have a look to this diagram. From this diagram, you can understand that natural numbers, then whole numbers, then integers, all they are coming into the set of rational numbers. All these are known as rational numbers. Now, for example, you know very well natural numbers means natural numbers, they are nothing but starting from 1, 2 till the infinity and so on. They are natural numbers. Whole numbers, they are starting from 0, 1, 2 and so on. Right? Then integers. For explaining integers, you can have a look for this number line. This number line shows that whole numbers including with the negative natural numbers, it is known as a integer. So just have a look for this. So it will include as 0, 1, 2 and so on. Same way from here negative natural numbers. So they are negative 1, negative 2 and so on. So all these numbers are included in the rational numbers. So these rational numbers are mostly used for the addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. In different ways of the operation, all these rational numbers are required. So what is rational number? The number is said to be a rational number if P and Q are the integers, so P and Q are integers and P upon Q is said to be a rational number only when Q is not equals to 0. So Q's value should be not 0. If Q's value is 0, then that number is not defined. You know very well any number which has the denominator 0, its answer is infinity. It is not well defined. So that is why we cannot say that number as a rational number. So for that I have some of the examples so that you will be clear with this. For example, 1 upon 2, it is a rational number. Negative 4 upon 5, it is a rational number. Negative 2, it is a rational number. But if in case 2 upon 0 is the number, so this implies that number is not rational number. Since here in the denominator we have 0. Okay. Then next point. Now 0. If we will consider 0, 0 is a rational number. Don't forget my dear children. 0 is known as a rational number, but it should not present in the denominator. If it is in the numerator, okay, it is a rational number. But in the denominator, if 0 is there, so definitely it is it is not a rational number. For example, now suppose 0 upon negative 5 or 0 upon 3, like that numbers are there. So if it is like that given, so you should say that it is a rational number, since 0 is also a rational number. Clear with this topic? Yes. So now we are going to study some of the operations related to the rational numbers. So the first operation we are going to study is addition of rational numbers. Addition of rational numbers is based on the different property. It is based on the different properties. So that properties we are going to see now. So now we are going to study the different properties of addition of rational numbers. So in that, the first property is closure property. What do you understand by closure property? Why it is required, that we are going to see now. So first of all, when we are doing the addition, so in that addition of rational number, the property tells us that addition of any two integers, when we will do the addition of two integers, the answer you will get is always the rational number. So to prove this, we'll have some examples and just see whether we are getting the rational number or not. So suppose the example is 4 upon 5 plus 6 upon 5. You people have already studied in lower classes about fraction, how to do the addition of the fraction. If they are with the like terms, we can directly add it. Here we can say the denominators are same, so we can directly add both the terms. So for that we will write it as 4 plus 6 upon 5. So 4 plus 6 is 10 upon 5. And if you want to reduce this number, so please reduce it. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. So the answer is 2 upon 1, which implies 2. Right? So with this we can say that it is a rational number. And we know that this 2 is a rational number. Okay? So like that we can solve different examples also. Now the next we are going to see is commutative property. When A upon B plus C upon D, whatever the answer will come, after interchanging these both the terms, we should get the answer equal. Both the answer we should get equal. So C upon D plus A upon B. You can see the first term and second term. So here first second term is written and then afterwards first term is written. So after interchanging the places, still you should get the same answer, equal answer. So we can say that a particular given example is commutative. Okay. To prove that, we will have one example. Suppose the numbers are given to you as 7 upon 3 plus negative 5 upon 4. Okay, suppose this example is given to you. So first of all, if it is asked, just verify the commutative property here. So how you will verify it? So first we will consider show that, because we are proving something. So what we have to prove, that we have to first think about. So show that, I will write it as show that, and here equals to, now replacing it means we will interchange the places. So negative 5 upon 4 plus 7 upon 3. Now simultaneously you solve it, or otherwise solve by LHS and RHS method. If both are equal, you can mention there LHS is equals to RHS and it is verified. Okay, so same way here now. We know that if denominators are unequal, we have the method of making them equal, that is finding out the LCM or cross multiplication. But if we are counting the LCM, we will get the lowest value of that particular example. So now LCM will be 12. Okay, LCM will be 12. So now with what number I will multiply to 3 so that I will get the answer as 12. I will multiply with 4. So same number I will multiply upside. This we have studied in fraction. I think so in 5th standard you people have studied already, but still we will solve it in that method. Now here with 4, which number I will multiply to get the answer 12? 3. Okay, so negative 5 multiplied by 3, 4 multiplied by 3. Same way here also LCM will be 12. So negative 5 multiplied by 3, 4 multiplied by 3 plus 7 multiplied by 4, 3 multiplied by 4. Okay. Then next step, and see, always you have to concentrate on your steps what you are doing. If you are doing in hurry, definitely you will be wrong for these examples. So please my dear children, with the signs, you have to just concentrate on the signs which are present over there. So now next step, 7 fours are how much? Therefore 7 fours are 28 upon 12 plus negative 5 multiplied by 3 is negative 15. Since negative, positive in multiplication becomes negative. 4 threes are 12. Same way here, negative 15 upon 12 plus 28 upon 12. Now next step, we know the denominators are equal, so directly we can do the addition. So 28. Now here plus minus is there, so it will be minus 15 upon 12 equals to negative 15 plus 28 upon 12. After completing this step, now our final answer we have to include here. So 28 minus 15, what will be the answer? 13. Okay, so 13 upon 12 equals to, but your sign will be which? Positive only, because greater number is 28. So 15 is smaller number. So we have to take the sign of greater number. So answer will be positive only. Here also answer will be positive only. So it will be 13 upon 12. Just check whether both the answers are equal or not. Yes. So answers are equal. That is why it is verified by the commutative property. Okay. So in this way we can go through the examples. Many of the examples are given there in the textbook. So my dear children, solve with the proper method. Now we will study about the next property. Now let us study about associative property. Associative property, just it is useful for making the grouping method. Means if number of terms are given and if you want to solve it, so we have to just concentrate at the denominator and then we can group it. That there also we can use their associative method. So now we will just have a look for that. So if A upon B plus C upon D plus E upon F, three terms are given there. So what is that difference? I will tell you just a minute. Okay. So both the sides you can see all the terms are written in the sequence. Now one difference will be there, that you have to go for solving for this bracket first. After solving this bracket, then whatever the answer will be there, it should be added with this and you have to solve it. Same way on this right hand side, we have to just go for the first this bracket. After getting the answer of this bracket, then only we have to add into the third term. This is the proper method for solving the associative property. Means there you have to use it. For that we will have one example. Okay, suppose the example is 2 upon 3, negative 5 upon 6 and 7 upon 12. These are the rational numbers which are given to you, and it is said that verify with the associative property. So how you will verify addition of rational number with the associative property, that we have to clear now. So first we have to verify. So it is show that. You have to show that 2 upon 3 plus negative 5 upon 6 plus 7 upon 12. Bracket we have to put, and here 2 upon 3 plus negative 5 upon 6, make the bracket, plus 7 upon 12. You should get the answers equal in LHS also and RHS also. Okay, means right hand side and left hand side. So let us start to solve. So here LCM will be 12. Here LCM will be 6. So therefore 2 upon 3 as it is, plus, now LCM is 12 here. So 6 multiplied by 2 you will get 12. So same we will multiply upside. 5 2s are 10. Negative 10 plus 7 upon 12. Next, 2 upon 3 is there. So 6 is a LCM. So here we will multiply with 2. Upside also 2. 2 2s are 4. Plus minus, it will be minus 5 upon 6. Plus 7 upon 12. Okay. Now next step, we will do the addition of that number. Negative 10 plus 7. Sign is negative to the greater number, and negative positive will be negative. Operation also will be negative. So it will be negative 3 upon 12. So no need to put the bracket now. Equals to 4 minus 5. So it will be negative 1 upon 6 plus 7 upon 12. Now here both the sides we will have the 12 as LCM. So it will be therefore 3 4s are 12, so 2 4s are 8, plus minus, so it will be minus 3 upon 12, equals to, here LCM is 12, so 6 2s are 12, 1 2s are 2, so negative 2 plus 7 upon 12. So 8 minus 3 is 5 upon 12, equals to 5 upon 12. So here we are getting the answers equal. So we can conclude here that it is verified with the help of a associative property. Okay, so with this way we can go for other properties also. Today we will study only 3 properties. Next time we'll go for different properties. Till then you have to go through the textbook, solve some of the examples and just clear your doubts. Have a nice day. Thank you.